Hello and welcome back to the Druidic Stormcloud channel where we are going to be playing Pathfinder Kingmaker. I hope you are ready and looking forward to the chaos that this can cause. I have gotten OBS set up with a few additional steps so that we have the starting soon screen and ending soon screen. I did a little bit of a test with a longer message to see that it fits in the chat box. Had to do a little bit of adjustment there, but now that that's done, nothing to worry about. So, where we left off last time, we had been, we had been hired to clear an area of bandits and reclaim what are known as the Stolen Lands. The reward for which we would be made lord of. No one was quite sure how the reward would be divided, since there could only be one lord. And we ended up getting betrayed by another sorcerer. A gnome sorcerer. With that, we set off separately after the assassin attack and everything, and are routing some bandits along the way. Let's see what else this holds for us. And let's talk to some party members. Tell me about the book you're writing. What's there to tell? You've seen some of my rough drafts already, haven't you? It's a book about you and your adventures. I'm writing the whole truth, just as it happened. Well, the whole artistic truth. You know, no glory, no story. So, what kind of character am I? In books, everything is simple. These are the heroes and those are the villains. In life, of course, it's completely different. You have to make difficult decisions. And I don't always agree with you, but that's what makes you a complex, multifaceted character. Sometimes you follow the rules and sometimes you make up your own. Your actions are hard to predict. It's what makes you interesting to read about. How do you feel about me reading your work in progress? That is a good question. Well, these are only drafts, but of course you're welcome to read them. Just keep in mind that even if you don't like what I write about you, I won't change a single letter. Don't even ask. Of course, it's a book about you, but it's my book, understand? The small writer's eyes glow rebelliously. A chaotic good one. Actually, yeah, chaotic good one. Write whatever you wish. I doubt you would defame me, or for that matter, overpraise. Thank you for your trust. I will see to it. I will not set out to please you, of course, but I still hope you'll like my book as much as the readers. Let's ask something else. I have to go. Right, who are you? You are new. The elf looks straight at you through the tangled hair falling over her face. Hey, you're an adventurer, right? Seeking your fortune in the stolen lands? You aren't the only one of your kind here. Take my advice. Keep your eyes open and watch your back. Sometimes the ones who call themselves your friends are more dangerous than your enemies. Judging by the elf's voice, it's obvious that she started the day with a jug of wine. Who are you? The elf grunts. Honoriel Eight Eyes. Once upon a time, I was famous throughout. Huh. Absalom. Honoriel Eight Eyes of the Reckless Six. Well, glory passes quickly. A few miserable decades later, and no one recognizes you on the street anymore. What a shame. Why are you called Eight Eyes? Once, long ago, I could spot an enemy and pin him to the wall before he could even think of attacking. Some said I had 8 eyes and looked all around at once, though it seems I've outlived my nickname. She stretches her arm forward, palm trembles noticeably. I've been drinking so much lately, it's best I don't test my skills too often. What are you doing here? I sit here waiting for adventurers who are in need of help. We may be sitting here in a backwoods tavern, but in Absalom I have a lot of friends who are eager to make a few coins. They have brave hearts, but shallow pockets. Although gold would be welcome change for them, I can send them a message and they will come from Absalom through a portal. If you're interested, just give me a sign and we'll arrange everything right away. So we could just buy a healer, I guess, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to make use of her services. Where were you when the trading post was attacked? I was hunting. Got a little lost in the mist, which is the first time that's happened to me. I guess I should go easier on the drink. But don't you imagine I'd be scared of a good fight? If only I'd known I was missing all the action. But I see you've got everything under control. And we go.
All according to plan.
Greetings! He seems to be in a good mood and greets you warmly. You certainly ruffled those villains' feathers. Well, anyway, new day, new troubles. Have you seen the fog? Never seen anything like it before. The road to Restov looks like someone spilled milk and just hung in the air. I couldn't see anything through that soup. Not even with a torch. Feels like witchcraft to me. I bet the Stag Lord's involved somehow. Rumors say he deals with all kinds of bad magic. You were hiding during the attack. Boken frowns as he ostensibly examines the nearest wall, hands in his sleeves without turning to you. The man finally says in a dull voice, "You want some potions? Can I help you in any way?" Boken glances at you, suddenly interested. "Well, since you're asking, there's a cave nearby. I used to pick berries in there, but the place is overrun with rice spiders. The berries are red and look like raspberries. Fangberries, I call them. I'd be real grateful if you gathered a basket of them and brought them back. Just be quick if you do. They spoil quickly." Those spiders in the cave are mean. Here, let me give you some alchemical fire. Created it myself. Burn those spiders to a crisp. That'll teach them for taking over my Fangberry cave. I also need a bucket of moon radishes. They're a rare and mysterious plant. I don't know where to find them. But I know that kobolds gather them and value them highly. It's not a huge deal, really. I'd do it myself if I were younger, but if you're willing, I'll pay you. 3 potions for the berries and a purse full of coin for the radishes. Alright, I'll try to help. Just watch out, alright? Don't end up someone's lunch. Side quest. Let's see. Where are my other party members? Well, there you are. We're gonna talk? She mutters with a utters a weary sigh. Alright, spill it, I'm listening. We're just talking. You don't like it? Perhaps flexing her muscle, or she shrugs several times, perhaps flexing her muscles. Or maybe filling the silence. Don't know, she admits at last. Depends what we're going to talk about. It's about monsters or swords or scars. I approve. That's good. And if you're going to ask questions like why or what for and how, screw this. She looks you over, slowly, head to toe. Or you got even harder ones. That's a formidable sword. But it's not just a simple weapon, is it? You bet it's not simple. Check out how big it is. She proudly raises the blade, and you notice that even though she's extremely strong, she has difficulty wielding such a large sword. This sword belonged to a rebel bastard, or blasted frost giant, a real blasted frost giant. I killed the beast and took this looker for myself. Fits me perfectly. My damn trophy. Her eyes flash with menace as if challenging some invisible enemy to try and take the sword away from her. Tell me about yourself. The simple question seems to puzzle her. She scratches her head, then starts counting on her fingers. First, I'm a barbarian. I'm strong. I grew up in the realm of the Mammoth Lords. I left my tribe, the Six Bears. Looks thoughtfully at her 4 bent fingers and shrugs. And I like fights, she concludes, bending her thumb. I guess you had to do a lot of training to become as strong as you are. Training? No one freaking trained me. The boys of the Six Bear got training. All I could do was watch. Her eyes gleam with anger. You know what? They were still crap even after all that training because I kicked their butts hard. Animals, bandits, monsters, all thought they were stronger than me. Idiots. She spits on the ground. Because if you start a fight, you think you can win, you think you're stronger than your enemy. I defeated them all. See the scars on my face? You're quite a good fighter. She jerks her head up. Quite good, huh? Compared to who? If I was a crappy male, I'd fight better. Is that what you're saying? She glares at you, her eyes narrow. Or you say I could be better. Like, go get some training. You're good in a fight, you're an excellent warrior. I've just given you a compliment, that's all. For several more seconds, she continues to glare at you, a face full of suspicion. Then, all of a sudden, she knows. True, I fight good. That's what I do best. in dialogue, and we're going to look for... We have a guard
In
that
due
joined
time.
us, and I think that was the only other person in our group. I feel like they would be at a watchtower, though. Right? A little bit. Yep. Everything is well, I hope. Or greetings, she sighs. Everything is well, I hope. I'm ready for new orders. Alright. Tell me about yourself. What exactly would you like to know? I was born to a noble family, though I didn't remain long on the family estate. My father sent me to the Order of the Eternal Rose, but I left once I realized it didn't match my principles. Why were you sent to a paladin order? As you can imagine, from my first days I was surrounded by crowds of servants and nannies who never stopped praising my heavenly beauty. The paladins of Shaylin, who used to visit our house, echoed their praises. In the end, general consensus overwhelmed my father's better judgment. When I turned 6, I was brought to the Church of Shaylin and told that this would be my new home. Don't pity me, though, I beg of you. Many who hear this story immediately assume my parents were cruel and had no love for the child. Their eyes become stern. My parents had respect for me. They taught me something that has supported me all my life. A sense of self-esteem. Besides, they didn't abandon me. Once every 6 months, they would come visit me at the Order of the Eternal Rose. We had some tea and had an hour to walk around the garden. Then they would take their leave, as etiquette demanded. What did they teach you in the order? A variety of things. Some of them appealed to me, others I simply couldn't accept. I enjoyed the physical activities and swordsmanship, but the arts, calligraphy, painting, poetry, and so many other ways to waste one's time. She sighs. I guess that deep in my heart I always knew I'd never be a true paladin of Shaylin. Wielding a sword always felt more natural to me than handling a paintbrush. Why did you leave the order? That's a question. Because of my heavenly beauty, she winces in contempt. According to Shaylin's laws, all art is sacred. Whatever form it takes, severe punishment awaits those who dare harm a painting, sculpture, or poem, no matter how worthless the drivel might be. My looks always attracted unwanted attention from the pilgrims and acolytes at the temple. I received my first poem dedicated to me when I was 9. The author was some wealthy geezer, lips then in contempt, and that was only the beginning. Sculptures, pictures, poems, I was drowning in them. My admirers mobbed me, and I had to respectfully accept all their garbage. The clerics of the temple were magnanimous, for my suitors made generous offerings to the church. But one time, I just snapped. Barely suppressed anger glitters across her eyes. Some wealthy idiot dedicated an extremely untalented poem to me, and he had the nerve to read it right to my face, holding my sleeve. The hour was late, and I was on my way to get some rest after a boring lesson on rhymes. I lost control, tore the poem apart right in front of him. She raises her head proudly. The paladins wanted to impose some punishment on me. I don't remember which one exactly. They wanted me to repent. Instead, I just gathered up my things and left. What did you do after you left the Order? I set off for Rostov. She shrugs. I wanted to get as far away from Shailene and the destiny everyone seemed so ready to force upon me. Besides, the School of Swordsmanship in Rostov has quite a decent reputation. Honestly, I was hoping for an opportunity to learn from the famous Aldori masters. Eventually, it became clear that their techniques weren't a good fit for me. They teach to avoid impact, whereas I prefer to raise my shield. But my abilities and skills, which I'd learned at the Order of the Eternal Rose, were enough to make the Sword Lords take an interest in me. They offered me a chance to join the mercenaries who served the Sword Lords. I accepted. Alright. Good to know. That's all for now for you. Okay. Alright, let's get a move on. We have bandits to deal with, and then
That is
berries
not
to
far.
gather.
As it should be.
Oh boy. Oh, I have things I need to sell first. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Show me your wares. We're going to sell a ring that'll give us something to cover a bit of stuff that we don't have. Also, we have a lot of, ever-burning torch. Wait. Okay. And exit that. Bring up inventory because we have a few things. Cloak of Resistance +1. Okay, we have that. Now, oh, we have these to sell too. And this is bonus to Constitution. And if the barbarians in this game are anything like, well, even if they aren't exactly like them, let's give that to you. Now, Blessed Signet can give you cleric spells. Lore-wise, I think we should give it to you, but you have a 10 wisdom. 10. Alright, well, you get it. Bracers of armor. Alright, if you're not getting bonuses from that, non-lawful. Abilities. Oh, you have the toughness feat too. Alright, so you don't have anything that would do that. So, all things considered, you have a ring. I was given you by a guy that betrayed us. You have a chain shirt. So let's remove the ring and give you the bracers instead. There we go. With that, we also have this. Honestly, if anyone's going to have a red panda, it's going to be you. Now then, we have potions to handle. We have Alchemist Fire. I'm going to give that to my character. And then give you some potions of cure wounds here, here, here. I'm also going to give you oh, you have that. I'll give you one of the torches. And I'll give you one of the torches as well. So they're a weapon set. So honestly, remove that from you. Give it to my character instead. We still have an overload here. Trying to adjust that. Use some more potions. And let's sell those last few things. This, offer. No, deal. Okay, and can we get the bag of holding? There's a bag of holding. A lesser bag of holding. Or small. Here we go. 25,000. We can't afford it yet. Oh, we have the clubs. Biggest thing is our camping supplies I don't want to give up on. Okay. Well, all things considered, let's go deal with some bandits. Current group. Yep. Oh boy, we have a bot in chat. Yay. Dash ban. There we go. That's dealt with. Let's continue on. Fangberry Cave is there. Thorn in the Ford. Except that the path to the location. Wait. A jittery old man in squalid clothing shuffles up to you, his gray hair unkempt, and he continuously clenches and unclenches his wrinkled, freckled hands. Well, he stops to look at you, his eyes widen, and he tugs his beard. Strange weather, invisible fog, creeping out of the woods, stars beyond the sky, obscures the sun and moon. Strange. The old man shakes his head, his eyes shifting about, seemingly at random. I don't like this, old man. Looks like the kind who can cast the evil eye. Invisible fog? Does that mean you can find your way through it? This fog is wrong. It hinders your legs, not your sight. I wish not to try. Fog looks visible enough to me. I see more than ever, but I never seen so much before. The man wipes his hand across his face and sighs wearily. That someone must look, and no one else can. Who are you? The old man freezes a moment. Grimace. But that won't help with the fog. What are you doing here? He raises an eyebrow curiously. I do nothing. Breathe, walk, observe? I should probably go. He stares at you intently. You hasten? You should. Your arrival wastes no time. He races, but in another direction. He searches for power. He'll find it. My rival? Do you mean Tatariko? The old man tugs his beard again. He is not tall, but he wants to climb high. Beside him are those who could stand against him and might yet still. What power is he searching for? Someone else's. Old, but forever young. That which was taken from another. That which gave joy and now gives death. Can you tell me where he is now? He's in an old tomb south of the trading post. Thank you. How do you know we're rivals? I don't know. I see. You can choose where you set your eyes, usually. But can you choose what they see? All the more reason not to linger. Farewell. Once stolen, he turns and walks away, slowly muttering softly. Once stolen, the land should be reclaimed. Once reclaimed, bound with the claimer, it shall it be. Bound, merged, joined by unbreakable ties. Claiming the land, claiming its pain, claiming its death. Wow. Crazy seer. Okay. Thank you for telling us about the tomb. So we have all kinds of directions. let's try to avoid the enemies. Okay.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Right, we are set to turn mode. Oh, a goblin. Kill it with acid. Oh, goblin alchemist. Let's try and daze you. You could be a problem. Alright, so it's just the two. We'll have the tanks separate and dash towards them. Now that you're in melee, go into your rage.
They go down!
And end your turn there.
Let us strike as one!
And end your turn there. Ray of Frost this time with the archer. Good. End turn. Yeah, let's continue to daze the alchemist. And then hit them with the sword. End your turn. And hit them with the sword. Or not. Ray of Frost, we're going to... Oh, we should be able to hit him. Okay. End turn? Yeah, you're just going to end turn there.
Onward!
Good, good, good. No, you're going to have to save. Oh, I have to hit him, okay. Daze. Alright, you're not going to make it in time, but you're going to run towards that one. Didn't think I'd need you there.
Stay behind me!
Yeah, just stay dazed.
Bring it!
Excellent. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not worried about this stuff. Okay. Leave. We're going to try to continue along this way and Boggart Hunting Grounds.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Okay, let's camp. Begin resting.
Miss a good fight. I want to hit somebody so hard my fists are itching.
Okay, so we failed to camouflage, but the hunting was good and a hearty meal. We didn't have any encounters. So, let us continue in to this area. This is the Thornford.
In due time.
This is the next part of the story. Also, if I ever get a party wipe at this
What's
point,
that? You see that?
then I'm going to go ahead and call it a full game over, I suppose. Or should I continue on? Let's grab those herbs. They might come in handy. There's definitely signs of bandit activity.
Enemy approaching.
Okay, you are going to be a problem. Let's daze you quick. You saved against the daze.
Let us strike as one! Tear them apart!
Alright, mages will be targeting the bandit up here. That was not much damage at all. But if we can, I would like to just continue to keep them dazed, unable to do anything.
Do not falter!
That's a miss.
They go down!
And they're dead. End the turn, and we are going to continue to Ray of Frost and daze this guy. Still not a lot of damage. Oh, they saved against it. Oh, but they missed.
This requires your attention.
Alright. That is something to be investigated. But for now, we're going to continue to chip away at this one, apparently. Okay, that's it. I'm just... Really? One damage? One damage. Is this guy a metal slime or something? Come on. That was a miss. Okay, let's try and keep dazing him. Nope. Yeah, there's no way to actually get to him. This is bad. Honestly, I don't like the lack of method of getting up there. That was 2 damage at least. Actually, you know what? You have a ranged weapon. You're
Serves
just
you
going to
right.
help chip away at him. And I'm wondering if there's possibly you know what, I need to use the ring to heal you, don't I? You have quite a bit of damage on you. Ray of Frost. Seriously, 1 damage. This guy's a freaking metal slime.
You deserved it.
All that evasion and 1 damage per hit. Okay, you... let's go here, use the ring. Okay, that is a method of using it. Alright, you're just going to stand by there for now. And we're going to continue to beat up this archer. That was decent damage, I say, at level 1.
Any last wishes?
Apparently, their AC is only 5. At least they aren't dealing damage to these guys. There we go. Okay. Oh, stop. Okay. You see a tall, broad-shouldered man with prematurely gray hair and a decisive face. Everything about him, his stance, his gestures, his intonations, radiates confidence. I'm not here to listen to your complaints or your crazy plans, Kressel. We cannot fight Rostov. Leave Jamondi's messenger alone and follow your orders. You probably haven't even burned down that old house the Stag Lord seems to hate so much. Is the Stag Lord just gonna hide in the fog forever? Kressel hisses angrily. If we don't show them our strength, they'll think this land belongs to them. When are they going to do something worthwhile? When are we going to do something worthwhile? Something more than just stealing from these spineless hogs. She stops and notices you. Damn. The man turns to you calmly. Ah, you must be the guest from Rostov. Well, I always have preferred to solve things face to face. I'm Akrios Innsmouth, the Stag Lord's right hand. We should talk. And just what do you want to talk about? I'm sure you've heard many stories of the Stag Lord and his people. You probably think we're flesh-eating madmen. We're nothing of the sort, I assure you. We essentially want the same thing as those who sent you. Ownership of this land, and the rights to take payment from those who live and work here. The stolen lands aren't property of Bravoy, despite what anyone may think. My commander has as much right to these lands as Jamandi Eldori. I personally forbade Krystal's people from harming the owners of the trading post. They paid on time and worked dutifully, at least until you showed up and disturbed things. But despite that, does this really need to end in violence? Rostov is too good, or is too far away to be able to effectively control these lands. And I don't want to lose any of my people, so, please, leave the Stag Lord be and leave in peace. There's one that you can... There's one that you can choose with your good. Here's a neutral evil option. But honestly, yeah. Those people of his crossed the line when they tried to go after the guy's wife. So, chaotic good. Noble intentions. How familiar. Krystal's hand axe swishes through the air. Enough talk. You won't make it to the Stag Lord, Rostov bootlicker. Yeah, just what we needed. Krystal, stand down. Well, you'll do whatever you wish, but know that I won't be helping you.
Be victorious!
Okay, you're going to be inspiring courage. And that's all you're going to be doing for now. No reason to hold back spells this time. Oh no. Okay, you go into rage. And then charge. Oh, no, you can't charge. Why did you miss? Oh no. Corrosive touch. That was not a lot of damage.
Stay behind me!
This won't kill. I'll survive. I always survive.
Wait, who are you? There's someone. Okay. Yeah, no. We need to keep that guy down. And that didn't work. Good thing those both missed. I'm gonna. Oh, you're the boss. You're the boss, and you came right for me. Oh no.
Let us strike as one.
Let's try the some.
This was not part of the plan.
Well, we might be having to make new characters soon. What do you guys think?
Do not falter.
I guess we'll make the next character a druid. Greetings! Okay. Let's do another... Oh.
Protect me, please.
Spell failed. Darn it. Not good. At least the boss may be going down. Oh, actually dazed the boss.
What a miserable last chapter.
Stay behind me.
Okay.
Let us strike as one.
And honestly, we learned a lot from this run, and we did learn that charisma builds seem to be more effective in this game. So even if this does end in a defeat, we learned a little bit out of it. So,
Do not falter.
that was a miss. And seriously, this is the... Hello?
Stay behind me.
Yeah, this is going to be a while, I think. What is this toggle? Fighting defensively. Let's turn that off. We're going to...
Let us strike as one.
Oh, we did it. And now we'll turn it back on.
I can't keep this up much longer.
Actually managed to hit her.
Do not falter.
That wouldn't have hit even without the -4. I mean, without a dedicated healer, I think I did pretty good.
I require healing.
We don't have a healer, and no one else is up. I guess you're gonna take a potion.
Onwards.
Alright, so potion is a bonus action or a movement. Okay.
Stay behind me.
So let's be honest. Should we start this game over with a healer class? Something like a druid with some dabbling in persuasion move. Some social skill druid. What do you think, Barco?
Let us strike as one.
You can probably hear my dog. He's being a little chatterbox.
Do not falter.
Still missing. Alright, you're going to use another potion. You're going to turn off fighting defensively.
Onwards.
And we're going to speed it up, apparently.
Stay behind me. Let us strike as one. not falter.
Okay, we're doing better. I mean, any summon might have been able to help as well, because it would, one, take pressure off of the characters, and two, it would be an additional source of damage.
Onwards.
And they're not even half down. Yeah, we're gonna get a game over soon.
I can't keep this up much longer.
And they're getting multiple attacks too. That's not
Stay
nice.
behind me. Let us strike as one. I require healing.
Yeah, at least the hit points aren't going down any further.
Do not falter. Avenge me.
And there we are. Okay, so I need to take a quick bio break. I will be back and we will make the new character. Starting this one over from the beginning. Because now we know what this game has in store for us in the early chapters. I also need to apparently give some attention to my dog because he is carrying on. So I will be back and I will mute my mic. I am back, and I apologize for needing the bio break. Now, main menu, we're going to be creating a new character, a new attempt. Wait. No, it went to load game? We were going to main menu. Alright, new game. Main story. Normal difficulty or easy difficulty this time. Let's go with easy this time. How to level up companions, huh? Okay, yeah, that's fine. No character retrain. In the management. Next, new character. Custom character. Appearance. Let's see. Not gonna be this guy. This guy looks too much like the guy that we now know we hate. Actually, this is the guy we know we hate, isn't it? Let's see, we want to do a druid this time. So let's see what appearances or what portraits we have access to. Maybe. I mean, general vibe that we're going for, yes, but you know what? This appearance is, or this portrait is fine, but we're going to go with no, let's go with human. Body type 1, 2, 3. 3 looks good. Sorry about that. Face. We have 8 selections. Long unkempt hair. And a beard. As for hair color, let's go through these. Let's go with this one. Oh. There we go. Next, we select the class. We're going to go Druid. Now we have Defender of the True World, Blight Druid, no, we're just going to go normal Druid, I think. Light Bond. Defender of the True World gets Enemy of the Fae. Fae Speaker gets yeah, we're just gonna go True Druid. Go next, Animal Companion, and Domain. Let's see. Let's go Weather Domain and Animal Companion. Let's go Wolf because, well, let's see, 13, 15, 15, 2, 12, 6. 1d6 plus trip, 1d6 plus trip, plus 5 natural armor, plus 6 natural armor. Speed 40, speed 50. Okay, we're gonna go dog. Slightly slower, but it is a tank. Alignment restriction. Oh, so we're locked into a neutral set. And we're going to get 2 feats. So next, alright, skills. Wisdom is our main stat. We need to max that as much as we can. We're going to put a couple into charisma. We're going to get racial bonus in wisdom. Then we're going to put like that. We're going to train in knowledges. Okay, so perception there. That's going to be our layout. Okay, next we have the selection of cantrips, or no, next is feats. Spell focus, alertness, allied spellcaster, I think combat casting might be what we go with. Let's go with spell penetration and combat casting. Next we choose our spells. No, back. In fact, let's go back to bond. Do we get... No, we don't. Okay, so spells. Level 0, nothing to choose. We have all of these. Okay.
I have no use for this. We do it my way. This will hurt!
All I see is blackness. Forwards! No, get it off me! Burn! Slice! Behead! So many thoughts. So little time. I'll carve my name onto your flesh.
Let us press on. I shall not falter. Our time has come.
You're done for! Let us be off. Adventures await.
My skills exceed yours. The path is clear. Enemy near. A solid plan.
I am superior! All this waiting bores me. Spell's not working like that.
Time's not waiting. This will hurt. I didn't even break a sweat. I'll go ahead.
I will guide. Combat is adjourned. I'll need to review this spell later. I need to cut. Does anyone require...
We will be victorious!
And, let's go with a neutral good alignment. Oh, name. Let's go with the same name.
Calm down. Not dead yet.
So, here is our new attempt at a character.
Our story started at the mansion of an Aldori sword lord. Drawn by the promise of a most dangerous task and a commensurately huge reward, heroes of all stripes gathered here.
Where are they? This is taking forever! Didn't even say what this was for, just that the Aldori were looking for heroes. Who are the Aldori anyway, rich folk?
If you can't be patient, no one's keeping you here. just go back to your mountains or whatever hole you crawled out of. The Aldori Sword Lords run the premier school for the dueling arts. They're also the richest and most influential group in this part of Brevoy. Take that tone with them, and they'll teach you some manners pretty quickly.
And I want to punt you now.
All right, you purple toad, just shut your trap. And if you can't, I'll help you.
Hush! Quiet! They're coming.
Greetings, everyone. I am Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori, and this is Lord Mayor Yosef Selimius of Restov. Welcome to my mansion.
We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for responding to our call. You may be few, but that's unavoidable. We need only the best of the best for this task. And I see true heroes before me, strong and fearless, exactly what Restov needs.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. Now, to the point. South of here, just beyond Brevoy's border, lies a region known as the Stolen Lands. This is disputed territory, and while it's long been claimed by nearby states, it's never been truly taken. I won't bore you with the legal technicalities. Suffice to say that anyone with enough courage and power to seize the Stolen Lands and name themselves Baron or Baroness, claiming dominion, well, none of the neighboring states would be able to challenge it. Of course, Restov would be first to recognize the legitimacy of this new state, as well as the noble title of its founder. Unfortunately, one serious obstacle stands between you and this title. A gang of bandits holds sway in the Stolen Lands. Their chief, who they call the Stag Lord, considers himself the rightful owner of these lands, and no one has yet been able to challenge his power. Bring me his head, and you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands as their legal ruler. Any questions?
Several that I asked before.
Don't ask stupid questions. Why should you even care? What they have to gain and why, that's for Lady Aldori and I to discuss. It's none of your concern. Your only concern is to swing your sword around, or whatever it is you do.
Of course, we stand to benefit from this enterprise. But if you're concerned that we intend to rule your country from afar, using you as a front, well, please know that these concerns are unfounded. Let's just say that we have a strong interest in the region's stability. We have need of a ruling power we can negotiate with, not bandit gangs and monster hordes.
What is that smell in the air? Is it the smell of unspoken words and political intrigue?
I will, of course. I'm the leader of this team, after all. Don't worry, though. I'll make it worth your while to help me.
We haven't yet begun, and you already speak of divvying rewards. What makes you think we'll even succeed? There's little point arguing over who gains the title, when we'll most likely lose our lives there.
If I may please answer the question.
Yes, do.
We believe you're all equally deserving of a noble title. Over the course of your expedition, it will be up to you as a team to decide which of you is best suited to rule. Excellent.
Thursday.
You venture forth tomorrow. For now, you can take some time to get to know one another better. Or you can head straight to your guest rooms to get some rest. You'll find we've already prepared supplies for you there. And thank you again for agreeing to take part in this expedition. I wish you luck.
Thank you again, with all my heart, for replying to this call. The flare in your eyes reveals your courage, the unshakable will that distinguishes true heroes. I look at you, O champions of Restov, and doubt not for a second that you'll be victorious. So venture forth toward your feet, go, and return in triumph.
Hi, my name's Lindsay. I'm a bard, though this is my first real adventure. So, shall we go teach this Stag Lord a lesson?
We sure will. Just wait. We've plenty of great feats in store. Or no, just be polite.
Likewise. Actually, I also wanted to ask you something. How do you feel about this Tartuccio fellow? I think he's pretty obnoxious personally. He appointed himself head of the team, and he's just after the Baron's crown, or whatever it is Barons wear. Doesn't matter. I don't like him. I think you should be team leader. When I first saw you, I couldn't help but think, now here's a real hero. Someone who'll be praised in poems and songs. This is the person I'll write my book about.
Wait, book?
Damn, I should have led with that. Please, just let me explain. You know what the trouble with most heroes' biographies is? They're always written years later, based on the tales of, best case, people who saw things from the outside. Worst case, someone heard about it from their brother, who heard it from their friend, who heard it from their cousin, and so on, adding a new batch of lies each time. Every time I read about a heroic journey, I think to myself, why didn't they just bring a bard with them to write it all down properly?
I mean, good point. Which leads me to the suggestion of a D&D party interaction. Paladin, Oath of Glory, and a bard. They may or may not pay them to tell their tales.
And then I thought, I could be that bard. I just needed to find a suitable hero and volunteer to follow along on their glorious adventure. A great plan, huh? And here we are, with a heroic journey lying before us. Who's going to be the hero? Some dwarf who keeps muttering about how we'll all die? Or maybe that horrific scythe lady? Or, God's forbid, Tartuccio? No way.
What about the barbarian? She seems pretty heroic. I think her name's Amiri?
Oh yeah, she's fantastic. You can tell she could tear a bear's head off with her bare hands, but she kind of scares me just a little. But, I mean, her sword's twice as big as I am. She could cut me down without even noticing. Just think on it a bit, alright? I'm sure you'll agree.
And fair enough.
Alright, I'm going to my room to write about tonight. See you in the morning.
And with that, we move on to the next part in this. Us and our wolf. But before that, let's go ahead and set up formation. With me back here and the wolf up there. What's going on?
The mansion's under attack. We need to help. Some villains broke in and started killing everyone. I barely made it. Hurry, we have to help the guards fight off the attackers or we'll all be cut down one by one.
Sounds accurate. Okay, and turn-based mode. Alright, let's use... Wait, why don't I have my cantrips? Spell... What? Do I not have cantrips?
This should do it.
Okay, let's take a quick look. Spellbook. Apparently, I don't get cantrips. Oh, this is odd. I don't have a ranged weapon either, do I? Nope. They didn't make it. Here's a ranged weapon that I can't use. And some stuff. Oh. They've got something. Someone we have to help. You notice he was standing beforehand. In turn, Druid coming with an animal companion is good though. I guess I can go into melee. There we go. He's actually down. Okay.
This will hurt.
You're just in time. A bit longer and I'd have been... Whew, I don't even want to think about it. Can you imagine what a terrible loss this would have been? But it's all right now. I'm safe, sound, and unscathed, ready to lead you to victory. Lady Jamandi's holding the line in the banquet hall. You know, the one where she had us gathered before. We need to make our way to her. And along the way, we'll try to save some of these dummies who are supposed to accompany us to the stolen land. Speaking of dummies, take this ring, quiet now, so that little fool doesn't hear us. She might try to steal it herself. It's magical. It'll protect you. You'll need it while you work to defend me.
Sure. Okay, you do not need to be in the front. You need to be in the front. You, I don't care what you do. You're a decent attacker, though, so that lineup should do.
They dare to attack me?
Alright, so we're starting off with you. You're going to try and daze one of them. Did not succeed, so you just stand by. Advanced combat, yada yada yada, blah blah blah.
Leave this one to me.
I'm just going to stay here and turn there. End turn. Let's try and daze someone again. You. Okay, you didn't succeed at anything. Tertuccio, just
die already.
attack that one.
Let's try this way.
Honestly, I need a short bow or something for my druid. That would be better. Didn't take much damage. That's fortunate. Okay. Stun that one. Yay. Oh. Attack of opportunity from the dog. Dogs are good.
This should do it.
There we go. Grab the potions. And then go into here. He has studded leather on. You have leather armor. I think we're going to change it out for the change. Oh wait, you're an arcane caster, aren't you? You know, let's not. Okay.
It's the end for you rats!
Enemy approaching.
Okay, ready for battle. We're joining in on this because experience. Alright, here we go. Tertuccio.
Out of my way!
And you were useless. Okay. Daze. This one. Hey. There we go.
Oh, it's you. Stay up from under my feet or I'll strike you down. Blood for Gorum!
Barbarians.
I think that's exactly how heroes should be.
What, stupid, sweaty, and always looking for something to gobble up or lop the head off of? Calistria, save me from such heroes.
We're not going to be taking all the weapons. I learned my lesson last time. They don't sell for that much. I grabbed a few of them just in case anything was interesting. And no, we're not going to bother healing the sorcerer. He's going to betray us. We already know this. Alright, so maybe a druid isn't a caster type, but, or a healer type, I mean. Obviously a caster type. Let's see. Honestly, I think well, let's go over to him again. We have a scimitar here. To D6 slashing, but I think maybe a spear might be better. Two-handed, it's a D8 piercing. And, other than that, there's not much difference. Let's put it as his weapon slot 2. Let's also grab the light shield and throw that on your other hand there, giving you a bit more protection. Alright, skill check. Dexterity. And we have an immediate battle after
Leave
that.
this one to me.
You're going to try and daze the other one. Good. I guess I should put you further up too as well. You made my dog take damage. Bad archer.
Just die already! Time to get my hands dirty again!
Serves you right.
It's a martial weapon too. Do they need a crossbow or something? That might be the case.
Applause, please.
Lightwork mace. Tower shield. Watchkeeper's key.
In due time.
Encumbrance rules.
faces. I hope you're not so frightened as to swing at every shadow. It's me, Jaethal. I don't recommend advancing down the hallway, assuming you value your life, of course. There were a few people with me, and you can see what happened to them.
And just how did they all end up dead while you don't seem to have a scratch?
I'll answer but briefly and just once. Further scares and explanations will wait until we aren't being hunted by a group of assassins. Deal? All right. I'm undead. These traps are deadly to the living, but they're harmless to me.
What do you mean undead? Really? Like zombies or skeletons or...
As I said, further explanations will wait until later. All you need to know right now is that we're on the same side, and we have to fight off a small army of hired assassins. Let's get to it.
Yep.
How curious. Request. What a surprise. How curious.
I am prepared.
Oh, there was something in here. Okay. And we can get those. Alright, so, select all characters.
Speak.
No, select all characters, go here. And then go into formation as well. Move you up to about here, you back here, you... There. That formation works. Collect all of those. Scrolls. Single-use spells.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Out of my way!
Okay.
Unworthy.
Alright, and now for our dog. Sending him up there to bite him. Grabbing potions and things we can actually use. Couple of that. Use and sell.
That is not far.
Nope, I'm not going to figure that out, so I'm not going to worry about it. I don't even know which of the two directions they're supposed to go in, so trying to puzzle through that is pointless. Ready for battle! We're going to attempt to stun some of them. Good. And you just throw a frostbolt.
To me.
And Ray of Frost. Now for you, just
Wretched things.
approach. In turn. Approach and in turn. Why are they targeting my dog? Oh, you came out of nowhere. And you daze that one. Success.
Just die already.
You're not even trying, are you? I guess we should be glad that he doesn't hit us with his attacks.
A calculated risk.
Everything is so much fun with a little fire. What a night, huh? I thought I was all alone. It's good you're here. Bit boring, chasing fool assassins without anyone watching the show.
It's not fun at all. Many people have died for nothing.
You're Kelishite, am I right?
Of course. I'm from Kadira. But tales of hot deserts and shady oases can wait until the fighting's finished. But if you'd like to share a dinner and pleasant conversation, just say the word. I like making new friends. I am Kayesi, one of the many here who seek a better fate, answering the call of Lady Jamandi. But unlike the others, I never dropped my guard, day or night. It's why I'm still alive. I don't know where you're heading, but I'll be at the entrance to the main hall. I think I saw some guards there. Join me there, if you wish.
Alright. And you.
Grotus, I can sense your silhouette hovering over me. It won't be much longer. Soon we shall meet, O Lord of Oblivion. That's impossible. Oh, it seems you might be right. It seems I will live. I suppose I must postpone meeting my god, not for long, I'm sure. But while we remain in this transient world, Aaron is at your service.
Select all. And
As it should be.
formations. Yeah, it got messed up again. Okay. Wolf at the front. Inquisitor up front. Cleric here. And done.
In due time.
Run and get an axe. You, bring more water. You, stay here and hold our defense. Those assassins are still around here somewhere. Aha! Some of our guests survived. Good. You need to get to the banquet hall and help Lady Jamandi. Someone opened the gate, let in a group of assassins in the middle of the night. Now they've set the mansion on fire to cut off access to the hall. They don't want Lady Jamandi to get reinforcements. We cleared the passage so you can get through. Just try to avoid inhaling the smoke. We'll be right behind you. We just need to put out the fire first to save the mansion.
Alright.
Considering Lady Jamandi's fate, I'm not surprised that a whole pack of assassins were unleashed on her, including a giant. But what's at stake? What could anyone hope to gain?
Where's the hall?
You'll have to run through the fire. We've almost put it out at the entrance, so your main concern should be to not inhale any smoke. Hold your breath and take the first right, then head straight down the hallway.
Alright.
Fire doesn't frighten me, thanks to hell's blood running in my veins. I'll go ahead and wait for you on the other side. Catch up!
May Abadar keep you safe.
Alright, let's go. We went through this before, so we know what we're doing. Cover our noses and mouths before we wash in. Athletics. Saving the fellows didn't take long. And continue on.
All according to plan.
You have a fatigued bar there. Uncollected loot. All of this we did not collect. We are not going to collect. All right. Now we don't have to worry about reserving our spells.
Let us strike as one.
Send you in. Barbarian will be joining us shortly. Inspire courage and move you over to here. Alright, Tartusio. Magic missile.
Leave this one to me.
In turn. Okay. Moving along, moving along. Light wounds. Okay, I do have cure light wounds, but We should have spontaneous summon, right? Oh, I do have cantrips. End turn here. We're on the dwarf again. He's going to charge forward. And end turn there. As for the guard,
Do not hold back.
attack and end turn.
Unworthy.
Same with the Inquisitor, who's going to then approach this one.
Wretched things.
Mind you, the dog might just, yep. Alright, end turn. They succeeded their save. Going to use magic missile on them then. And end turn. Okay. Now I should have spontaneous summon. Right? Summon nature's ally. Abilities. Spontaneous summoning. Yes, okay. How do I do that though? That's... It's not showing up. Let's just use Snowball on this then. That's a good amount of damage. I will figure out... Click on the arrow on top of the spell. I should have checked chat beforehand. Thank you for that information. I will remember it for next time. Okay, now we are on the dwarf. Honestly, there's not much need for healing, so you're just going to go forward, getting closer to melee range with some things. And gonna cast Bless. With that, the guard is going to try and pin down this mage. Take out a mirror image. That's good. Barbarian has entered the fray, so she's going to attack, obviously. Inquisitor.
Despicable.
Take down a Rift Channeler. And my dog. Go for an archer. Alright, you go ahead and try to daze the assassin leader. That was successful. And you're going to just magic missile him. Alright, now then. Rather than entangle, there we go. We'll summon a beast here. Thank you again for that information, offensive underscore.
Your life ebbs low.
Okay, so now you're
Stay
targeting
behind me.
the leader. Another mirror image.
Advance.
In the end, I didn't need the summoned might, but it is good to know how to handle that. Grab potions, potion, 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 all of these bracers are bracers of defense. And done with that. Going to also, that is all of the things that we can loot. Bracers of defense, bracers of armor, more specifically. Not something we have anyone that can use at the moment for.
Thank you for your valor and bravery. The enemy was strong, but you were stronger. And that means I made the right choice. Just as I thought, there were worthy leaders among you. I'm especially grateful to them for the courage and common sense they showed while defending the mansion. But this attack means we have even less time than I thought. Someone already knows of our plans and is acting against us. You'll begin your expedition immediately.
I did not grab the loot from the bosses she killed.
Lady Aldori, please, I know who arranged this attack. The vile king of Pitax, Iroveti. What's more, I know who among us works for him. Hey, you! Show everyone the ring you're wearing. You think I wouldn't recognize Iroveti's seal? That's why he wasn't killed. The bandits recognized him as one of their own by this sealed ring.
Probably, yes. But this evidence is circumstantial at best. There's definitely a spy among us. But who? All I have is one word against another. I'm afraid you're both under suspicion.
They both came to your aid, Lady Jamandi. But a liar's cunning knows no bounds. I've never met these two or their companions. For all I know, they're all conspiring spies.
How could you say that? We fought together. We literally went through fire together. And then you vanished into thin air. After you promised you'd wait.
My words might be rash.
I bet my life despise anyone but this man. I saw how he dealt with those creeps with my own eyes. A true warrior. I'd go with him through hell and high water. This purple crook on the other hand. He's got the eyes of a spy, and the mug of a spy!
Lady Aldori, don't listen to this thick-headed barbarian. She doesn't know what she's talking about. During the attack, our leader showed his true colors. He forced us to break into the armory and rob it.
Considering the circumstances, that was more than reasonable.
That was a sound decision. Sometimes one must act at one's own risk and peril, until crossing the boundaries of what is allowed. Showing initiative is no crime.
It is insane when faced with death to stop and question whether you may be breaking some law or rule. Even more insane would be to ask forgiveness for making the right decision. Sorry, but your words display a lack of wisdom.
What about that trick he pulled right before we came in here? He knew very well you were fighting the enemy, but instead of rushing to help you, he dallied as long as he could, dropping everything to save people from the fire, even though the guards were handling things just fine. He was obviously hoping to show up too late and find you already dead.
People were dying in front of me. How did I walk away?
Trying to save others is commendable, but Tartuccio's right. You were needed here more.
May Shellen spare me from ever having to make such a choice, but he behaved decently as a true leader.
A true leader is someone who has their priorities straight, not someone who would put a valuable ally's life in danger for the sake of some servant.
Enough squabbling. I'm still not sure which of you I can trust. However, the risk of entrusting the whole affair to a spy is too great. Here's what we'll do. 2 teams will head out. That way, I'll know at least one group can be counted on to serve my interests in the stolen lands.
Lady Aldori, most of those who were to set off for the stolen lands have been killed. Those who yet live will require help. Please allow me to join the expedition.
I'm sad to lose such a talented warrior. But you're right, Valerie. They have greater need of you right now. Go, and may Abadar keep you. Which of the 2 teams would you prefer to accompany?
If my leader allows, I would join his team. He seems a worthy commander in my eyes.
Thank you.
Commanders, military leaders, all these laws and rules are but dust and vanity. I suppose I will accompany Tartuccio.
Our leader is good in battle, but I don't like all the spiritual agonizing. I prefer those who can act without wasting time helping every little pipsqueak. Those like Tartuccio.
Ugh, Tartuccio's going to take the credit for himself and be done with it. Shellen, spare me from such allies. I'm going with you. You're a hero worthy of my quill.
As for me, I know neither of these 2. At least not well enough. And I have no wish to become an unwitting pawn to an unworthy leader. If Lady Jamandi allows, I'll remain in Restov and help mend the wounds this attack has inflicted. But who knows? The road may bring me to the stolen lands, but not yet.
I don't even need to think. I'm coming with this man. As for you, Purple Toad, just wait until we meet along the way. I'll be sure to hang your rotten spy guts from the trees.
All right, we have 2 teams. To avoid unnecessary conflict on the road, you'll each take a different route to the stolen lands. Tartuccio's team will go through Navactus Crossing. The garrison commandant will provide him all the help he needs. You will take your team to Oleg Levitin's trading post. He's been complaining about the Stag Lord's bandits for a while now. There, you'll be provided with all the necessary travel supplies.
All right.
I'd like to believe you, but I know all too well how convincing traitors and spies can be. If you're truly innocent, I hope you can forgive me this precaution. While you're away, Keston will investigate the night's events and learn who in Restov is working for Patox. But you should know that it isn't just Petox we need to worry about. The Royal House of Sertova may also interfere in our plans. I've managed to keep this affair a secret from them so far, but that can't last long. By my estimations, you have no more than 3 months. After that, any feats you accomplish will be pointless. And now, farewell. This battle was but the first ordeal along your path, and you overcame it as true champions of Restov. May the obstacles that follow also fall to your feet. Fear nothing, my friends, and return victorious.
And so we set off.
Surviving a terrible night, our small team set off to brave our fate. Beware, Stolen Lands. Heroes are on the way.
And we have the first encounter.
We make a backward pose. I need inspiration.
I know we went through all of this before, and I apologize if it seems redundant and annoying.
This will hurt.
Let us strike as one.
We didn't actually set up formation.
They go down!
May I suggest another way to use this spell?
Oh, because it's a
Serves
creature.
you
That
right.
only works on humanoids. That makes sense. And let's set up formation. And you will go here. There we go.
Some food would be nice. And some booze. When I get to a tavern, I'll lock myself inside and won't come out until all the barrels are empty.
Spoiled hearty meal. Oh. Okay, and the other ones seem to have disappeared on us. I should have grabbed those before I continued on to making camp.
my leave.
In the name of the Stag Lord, the lawful authority in the stolen lands, we demand this week's taxes and some beer. And where's that pretty wife of yours, Oleg? She should serve us dinner. Quiet down, dimwit. Oleg, we're just here for the Stag Lord's tax. Hand over the money and we'll be on our way. Alignment dialogue. You want to drink some of my blood too? I'm sick of you. You're like Locust. You think you control everything around here just because you put up that painted rag of yours. You come here, squeeze us dry, come and get. Oleg, a large man with a round face, stops talking when he notices you. Ah, you must be from Rostov. Let's go with the neutral good option. I'm not here for bloodshed. The woman smiles coldly. All right, we'll leave. What makes you think we won't just return with greater numbers? Why would we leave when we've got easy pickings from Rostov before us? We'll rip out your guts and empty your pockets. You are playing with the auto end turn option enabled. You want to hold it? Yes, I want to leave it enabled.
Do not falter!
Okay, let's try and daze that one I missed. Yep. Okay. And turn there. Send my dog off and attack that one. As for me, spell, 0 level. Another attempt at a daze. Alright.
Onward!
This is going good. This is going good. And turn there.
Bring it!
Alright, and level up. Let's collect all because we can sell it now. Alright, so leveling up. We don't really gain much. We're staying as a druid, mind you. And we will get perception. We'll put another rank into persuasion. Our knowledges. And next is our spells. Nothing to choose. We just gain all of the cantrips, I guess. And no new abilities. Complete. As for our other characters, we're going to auto level. They get burst barrier. And you're going to level up and you're going to get well versed. Okay, point blank shot and hideous laughter. You will be getting lethal stance, and uncanny dodge, as well as a lot of hit points as a barbarian. Okay.
I know what to do.
Now, go talk to the guy. Take that, you scoundrels. He shakes his fist, and now scratches his head and stares at the ground gloomily. The girl got away, a plague on her. She's certain to complain to the Stag Lord. They came before to collect taxes. This time they'll come to punish treason. Now what are we to do? He sighs heavily. If only I could send Savala, his wife, somewhere safe and sound and show those rats what's for. Or what's what. He notices his wife approach. Dove, why are you here? I told you to stay hidden. It's all over. I saw it. I just needed to be sure you were all right. The woman looks at her husband tenderly, with a hint of sorrow. Oleg mumbles something as he looks away embarrassed. I'm sorry your arrival at our trading post turned out so unwelcoming. Let's get to the point. Who are they, and what and when will they arrive? Let's ask about him. He must have been Boken. He sells potions. He lives out in the forest like a hermit, but he comes here every day. He knows every tree, every bush in the area, and how they can help you. The Stag Lord's gang wanted him to work for them. He lacks the courage to fight those bandits, but he won't just walk away from us. He has a good heart, even if he grumbles a lot, especially recently. Let's get to the point. Who are they? They're the Stag Lord's gang, that's who. These lands team with them. Team with bandits like the bedbugs in a beggar's hut. And you just stirred them up. They have a camp not far from here. I expect they'll return in full force in half a day, maybe less. Stag Lord won't take an insult like this lightly. His henchmen are more like demons than men. We took a couple of lawful ones earlier. I'm trying to stay neutral good, so I'll take the chaotic neutral one. Never back down from a good fight. Oh, thanks, I guess. Might even have been able to scrap up some sort of reward together if you managed to defend the post. We have to hide Savati. Please, don't argue, Dove. Now, we also need to decide on a plan. Go ahead and look around. There may be some tools that we use. There are plenty of... With this fire, we can put that by the gate. Light it off with a burning arrow, then when those bandits are nearby. That could set fire to the post on fire, he shouts in surprise. Oh, maybe if we covered the walls with something to protect them. Alright, yes, I think that could work. I'll even shoot the arrow myself. Alright, I'll go look around. Think on the best way to use the tar and traps. Alright, as soon as you're finished, let me know. And don't leave the post. The bandits can return at any time. Use traps to help catch the bandits. That is a simple weapon, but I can't use it. I have more limited weapon proficiencies than I thought. Okay, that's fine. Spill the tar near the trading post entrance to help slow down the bandits. Can use a heavy mace. Interesting. Potatoes. Collect the potatoes. Alright, and I see your wares. Alright, sort, type in ascending order. Sell the daggers. These are ever burning torches, yes? Okay. Copper ring, silver ring. Not gonna sell the bracers just yet. Bloodstone. We'll sell the incense. That. Keep the rope. Horseshoe, silver disc, that. Keep the cooking ingredients and deal on that. After that, exit there, and time to wait for the attack. I think this is going to be the point we are going to end at afterwards. Amali flexes her shoulders. Finally a fight. Was bored with all that talking. Lindsay. Well, these aren't the heroics I was hoping to write about, but I guess even the greatest heroes had to start somewhere. Alright, we also had the Lindsay talk. I beg you, be careful. And please, don't let Oleg do anything too risky. Savata. Go hide inside. We're going to meet our guests. Alright, and ready for battle. Stand by here. Stand by here. Right. This is going to go into this. You're going to have a problem of your own. What? No, no. Alright, good job.
them apart!
Alright. That's going good. Intern there. Now we have use of the might. Go ahead and try to stun him. That was a fail. But exactly what I wanted. Okay, grabbed everything. He's breathing heavily, but he shakes his fist in the air menacingly. You rats got what you deserved. Now they'll know better than to treat honest people like cattle. We should call Boken out before he realizes, or before he freezes in those bushes. Now, my lord, head on up to the guest rooms on the second floor. You deserve some rest after such a battle. I need to clean things up. All this is for your effort. Now, don't offend me by trying to turn it down. Just take it. An honest fight deserves an honest reward. If that were more common practice in this world, I think life would be so much better. Alright, let's continue on to the next area, grabbing everything we can along the way.
Just not my lucky day.
Wait, no one can pick the lock? I swear we had succeeded before.
What troubles you?
Ready for anything?
And Lindsay was called forth.
Done with waiting.
Can't
Give
pick
the
locks.
order.
Can't pick locks. Okay, so the entire thing is that previously I had succeeded in picking the lock. Here is the Red Panda Ember. You wake up from a nasty dream that tortured you almost all night long. In it, you saw a wall of unnaturally thick fog that surrounded you, slowly moving closer and closer. A quick look out the window, and you find out that the fog was not a figment of your imagination, not a dream. And then...
Hear me.
Please hear me. Can you hear me? Please.
The half-transparent outline of a beautiful nymph appears before you. Even in this ghostly form, it's clear that she's exhausted. Her shoulders are slouched, and her large blue eyes burn within her pale face. Her voice barely more than a whisper as she reaches towards you. Who are you?
Who am I? Just a tear shed by the land itself. The bitter sigh of nature. I am a nymph, the guardian of this area. The defeated guardian. Call me the guardian of the bloom, if you wish. Beauty is so tender. It can so easily be crushed under the blows of cruel fate. But you can save it from being undone.
What do you need from me?
Aid. Salvation. We have a common enemy, and long have I searched for someone who can defeat him. The one you call the Stag Lord. As a storm strikes ruthlessly with gusts and lightning, the Stag Lord wreaks havoc with the swords of his servants. And not just in the world of people. The land also suffers from the evil he brings. My forests and my flowers suffocate in this fog. Soon even I will vanish, as the last ray of light fades at dusk.
The Stag Lord is responsible for the fog?
Yes. It hides his fortress as well as his dark deeds. But while responsible, he did not create this affliction. It is the work of a powerful druid who has betrayed even himself. I know not why the powers did not leave this renegade, but even I was unable to defeat him.
How can I help you?
This fog, it enshrouds, entangles, suffocates. If only I could learn how it was created. But my powers wane. I have barely the strength to call out to you. All I know for certain is that somewhere in this forest lies an old house, and it echoes with the remnants of a strange power. The Stag Lord and his druid were there. The fog hides this place from me, but I can point you to the bandits' camp near the Thornford. Make them tell you where this place is. Go there and listen to the echo, catch the whispers, search for anything that can tell you how the fog was created. Once the fog clears, nature will breathe again, and you will be able to easily find your way to the fortress of our mutual enemy. I don't believe in fate, stranger, but our meeting seems more than a coincidence.
The nymph's whisper fades as she disappears. And we're going to go ahead and end it here. I didn't have to spend as much time as I previously had due to having understood the mechanics so far. And we're going to go ahead and see if we can utilize what we had picked up. Picked up a magic belt and such. The Cloak of Resistance +1 doesn't stack. The Explorer's Belt. Going to put the cloak on him, and then we're going to hop over to the Barbarian, give her a belt. Bracers of Armor. We don't really have anyone that can use that. And he can't use items at all. Too bad we can't name the dog. I would have liked to name it after my own. And with this, we see that we are Just a little bit leaning towards chaotic good. A couple of lawful answers wouldn't hurt us. And a couple of chaotic answers wouldn't do us too bad at the moment. Remember, with druids, you have to remain at least somewhat neutral. With barbarians, you cannot, and bards, I think, you cannot be chaotic. All of the character bios are completely written by this individual here, too. A fighter, tower shield specialist, a bard, a barbarian, a animal companion, and my own druid. With this party, we end today's session. And I want to take a bit of a moment to talk about a few things. I'm going to be trying to learn a couple of things on a separate note, and I want to take the opportunity to make what use of it I can. I'm hoping to learn what I can about it, and once I do, I'm going to try and set up a follower goal. The number for that will depend on how many followers I get until then, and I'm hoping to make well, I'm hoping to be able to handle that as I can. And in addition to that, I have done some leveling, some quick making of spirits, Dream Eaters, on Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. I plan to be beating the final boss possibly later today, or maybe later tomorrow after stream, while streaming it. That way I can jump right into Kingdom Hearts 3 on Thursday. I'm doing it this way because I do not expect that I would be able to get a full stream out of what's left in Dream Drop Distance. And I'm not going to attempt to time the boss fight. That is going to be an entire problem if I attempt to do that. Aside from that, let's see what else. Dream Drop Distance is going to be finishing up. Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be starting. I will be playing Return to Moria tomorrow. So get ready for some dwarf time there. And let me know if you think I should stream more Final Fantasy XIV during the times I don't usually stream as well. I'm looking forward to getting further in the storyline because that'll unlock a few things. I've been leveling up my main class of White Mage, and I've been leveling up a few of the other classes as well. I haven't taken any of the class quests. I'm saving all of those for on-stream, and I hope you will enjoy watching those as well. And without further ado, have a good day, night, evening, morning, whatever you're up to. Make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe down below if you're watching this over on YouTube as a VOD, or drop a follow if you're watching here on Twitch. I will see you tomorrow, or possibly even later today. Have a good one. Bye.